Babble Lab.
The Babble Lab.
That lets you know that you're recording.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
like
What,
that.
can we do that?
We're recording.
The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 finger gun.
Okay. We're recording, so all you people.
Where's the recording light?
Yeah, we have no control over this.
Hold the hands up.
We've
I'm
lost.
just gonna hold it here the whole time.
Can you give me the quiet
just
coyote?
open.
You remember that from middle school?
The what?
The quiet coyote. Look, his mouth is closed.
Oh yeah, the quiet
Oh, I
coyote.
remember that.
And his ears are open.
Why was it a coyote? It could have been a wolf. Could have been.
The new thing is, if you can hear me, clap your hands.
That's just gonna make more noise.
No,
it's-
dude.
Oh, it's effective.
They go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then everybody's
There you go.
supposed to clap,
Can you hear?
right?
If you can hear me, clap your hands. All the kids go.
I had a really good teacher
Except
who would
for
just
Jake.
lean forward and yell, "Shut the fuck up!" And then that worked really because all the kids were afraid. That teacher wasn't there for very long.
I wonder why.
You seem like someone whose childhood was shaped by fear and intimidation.
So we do have to actually get them to stop talking at some point.
I feel like they stopped on their own.
did it, Cole.
Oh, the quiet coyote.
No, they
it worked. Okie doke.
I really don't know how much of that you pick up.
it's a lot. Remember when we were recording the one part and someone laughing in the background?
I remember when Kelly was trying to talk to us and you couldn't hear anything on the
You just
on
hear
the microphone.
Well, I,
Well,
Oh,
that's
it's
like-
like the teacher from Charlie Brown.
She could have been talking into the microphone. It would have sounded like that.
Yeah.
She's very diminutive.
well, I muted her when we did the edit.
Oh, never mind then. What do I know?
Because she's a woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
You muted her, yet we responded
So
to her?
let's just tell the rest of the room that we're recording, so then they'll know that we're recording, and then they'll stop talking. Quiet coyote, guys. Can we all see the quiet coyote?
It's working.
Jason?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So the goal here was to invite a lot of people, but make it really not fun for them.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
well,
now stay
it's actually
quiet for an
supposed to be
hour and a
torture.
half.
They can have fun in another room.
Or outside.
Pretty much anywhere else except right here.
This is the darkest
this is-
intro to our show.
We're trying to start an orgy. We're like, you can have fun in another room.
I've become
Let's move this party to the bedroom.
I've become a monster.
We've become the very thing we sought to
The
destroy.
fame of our podcast.
We have like 10 people in Mexico that listen to this.
Well, I feel like
maybe.
the rock stars that show up and they demand green M&Ms, and someone at intern has to go through and get all the M&Ms out.
Well, they do that for a specific reason. They do that so that they can weed out the venues that don't actually read their demands because there's a lot of like important safety shit in there too.
Oh, it's a power move.
Yeah.
But how
Well,
they-
it's a trick. It's like a.
How do they know the difference in the venues who actually read it and the ones who are like, I'm not fucking giving them green M&Ms.
They
They read
don't.
everything else.
They don't, but
Yeah,
you know,
that's the error of their ways.
that's the.
I would-
Well, it's the risk you take.
She was quiet coding.
Oh.
I respected it. Yeah, when someone gives you the quiet code, you got to give it back.
Well, it's like you know when the coyotes yip and you all have to do roll call.
I've never heard of
We
that.
talked about this.
Oh, yeah.
How do you do that?
And then all the children's litters double.
Yeah. The party to the bedroom.
Are we
and everyone-
recording?
Oh, yeah. You know, we're good.
Welcome to Babble Lab. Oh, what episode number is
This is 13.
Oh my God, we're in too deep.
this? 13.
Lucky number 13.
Babble Lab, episode 13.
Uno y treso.
Does anyone actually think 13 is unlucky?
I was just going to ask, do you guys know about how
That-
on certain elevators they have
Oh,
floor 12
my building.
and floor 14?
My building. I work on the 19th floor. It's actually the 18th floor. Those
do you,
liars.
Do you think the people on the 14th floor know?
I don't know.
They're on
Well,
the other
China,
floor.
they
Yeah.
do that with floor 4.
I'm
right?
imagining.
4?
Yeah.
I imagine they've known by now.
It's unlucky in there.
I'm doing sign language.
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
bad.
like Jeff might
Quiet
be a little
coyote.
loud.
Quiet
I'm gonna
coyote
check your
Jeff.
vote. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know.
I'm always pretty loud.
I don't want you to be peeking and then I have to cut you out the whole segment.
Oh, guys, I'm peeking.
Welcome to episode 13. This is Cole for Babble Lab. I'm here with the Jeffs and Jake and a special guest. His legend precedes him. You've probably heard of him.
You forgot his name, didn't you?
No, it's Levi. But I was trying to like give him a big setup and now it's gone. It's done.
No, it was good. That was good. What's up, guys?
This is Levi. You might recognize his sultry voice from Man Room Radio. I'm sure you guys are a pretty big podcast now. What are you, number 3 on the iTunes charts?
Oh yeah, we're really, really big, especially
I-
in like southern Florida is where most of our fan base is.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got the Cuban market.
Oh, done. It's,
Oh,
it's
nice.
on lockdown.
We got Mexico.
Yeah, we have
so-
Mexico apparently. So
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
I think
You know,
it's people
I
who don't speak English.
I had a
like
theory
us.
about it. I think it's for people that are trying to learn English and they really want to pick up on some more interesting vocabulary because that we have.
True.
Mainly from Jake.
Colorful language.
they get to learn
Yeah, but half of
quirky
it's made up.
English words like sodomy.
That's a good one.
Honestly, I had to look up sodomy. I'm like, I think I know what it is.
And then you
what
looked
it
it
is
up
now.
and you're like, I don't really know what it is.
Yeah,
So
it's
then you had to
still-
try it out.
Still not clear. So then I tried it.
We had a Japanese exchange student in Momoko. You went to high school.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember Momoko?
I do.
Michelle would set her up with pretty.
Sodomy.
Where was this going?
She would have Momoko come up to you and say, "Oh, hello. Would you want sodomy?"
Oh,
Because Momoko didn't know, right?
Nice. Yeah, that's fun.
But the thing about Momoko is she always said yes.
That's what they call their Momo doesn't say no.
Yeah, that was her nickname.
Oh my god.
That was good.
That was atrocious.
Oh, well, we started that way.
Wait,
Okay.
are we recording?
Oh yeah, we're good. So should we explain? We're going to be doing guests for a few episodes here
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's a special occasion
Yeah.
around this friend group. It's the 4th of July is when this is being
Yeah,
recorded.
we're celebrating the Brexit of 1776 with a series of guest episodes.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is the I've been calling it the 4th of July Babble Lab Sextacular, and I've
heard him say
gonna
that.
be great.
Wait a minute. This is the show where you guys jam nails down your dicks, right?
Yes.
Oh,
thank you.
hammer.
That's not us.
Hammer the
That's
nails.
not us.
You
Do the
got it
guests
close.
have to do this?
No, the guests get to hold the hammer the first time.
Sweet.
You,
No,
you
we
don't
have
wanna-
victims. It's not
Yeah, it's not
us
us.
to us.
No, we bring in.
You're
The,
the
I want to
guests.
make that
we
clear.
bring in the little nubile Filipino, and we lay him down.
Nope.
He has to be nubile.
He has to be nubile. So it's,
What's,
you know,
the,
not
what's the
disgusting.
scale on this? Like figuring out what's the level of nubileness that you're going for?
you
Why are we talking about this? No, don't feed in.
You do the nubility test.
Okay, I didn't know there was a
It's a
standardized
series
test.
of maneuvers, and they pass or they die.
Okay.
Well, they die anyway. They die either way.
But when they die is important. We all die anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so how we wanted to do this is we want to have our guests actually bring all of our entertainment
Yeah.
and all of our topics.
Oh yeah,
because-
we didn't want to do anything.
All right, Levi, it's your show now.
Wait, so much
have
easier
fun.
that way.
Hold on, we're doing a meta thing. We have a guest, but we're doing their show.
Well, not all
Sort
of our guests are going to have shows.
Well, this guest, yeah.
This guest has a show.
Levi, why don't you tell us like what segment you do and what we're doing
Yeah.
today?
So one of our go-to segments on the Man Room is a top 10 minus 5 list, which is basically a top 5 list. But we don't want to do 10 because then we'd be here for hours,
the math
right?
checks out.
yeah.
Math.
Yeah, that
Wait,
makes
10
sense.
minus 5. Yeah.
So the funny thing about the
3,
top 10
4.
minus
It's 5.
5. Got it. No, yeah, okay, that makes.
the funny thing about it is some things that you would think were like deep and people would get passionate about, that's not what it is. It's the simple things. So if you did like a top 10 minus 5 of like influential people from America's history, it would be pretty straightforward, and people, you know, you'd say a name like George Washington and people would go, oh yeah, sure.
Wait,
but,
who?
But you do
Yeah, I don't want to explain that one.
but you do a top 10 minus 5 of candy bars, and we're going to be trying to slit each other's throats, all right? Because people are passionate about that shit.
It's the Mario
about
Party
that.
of topics.
It is. So I have prepared for you a top 10 minus 5 of top 10 minus 5 movies, okay? And I'll go first.
Okay.
With your whole
right.
list, or are we going to
Now,
start
let me
like
tell you-
5 all the way around?
No. Let me
4
tell you
all
a
the way
couple
around.
of the rules. So you don't have to have them ranked. It's no particular order, all right? That'd be way too much work. Now, if you have it ranked,
Shit, I already did that.
that's fine. They're good. It's like extra credit.
Oh, good.
He's the one that brings books.
Yeah,
to the
he's way
podcast.
too prepared about most
Yeah,
things.
And
I do not have a page of notes for each of my movies.
Jesus. You see him ripping out fucking pages, shoving them in his
Look,
ass.
I have a diagram for the first one. This will be fun.
Why a diagram?
oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Yeah, do you have the whole script there? You can like reference the script as to why it's your favorite movie.
I got the Spark Notes.
Okay.
The other thing is what makes a movie the best is different to different people. So, for example, I'm a simple man, right? Like I'm not into deep, meaningful movies.
Ooh,
I
my
like
list will not resonate.
I like machine
Okay.
guns.
I'm somewhere between that. So
He's drinking
I
a
feel you.
tall boy Budweiser.
Oh yeah. By the way, another thing we do on the Man Room is we present our drinks.
Oh, we
first.
should do that.
So let
I
me
need to get a
present.
drink. Fun.
Oh.
You don't have to have one. You can present nothing.
Yeah, just like you do in the bedroom.
Let me
Okay, I feel at home now. I'm good.
let me present my drink. Since it's the 4th of July show, I'm drinking America,
It does say
It
America.
does say America.
Wow.
Yeah.
a Bud Heavy.
E pluribus yummy.
The most American beer that could possibly exist.
Says Land of the Free
So
on it.
American, it says America on the can. It's fantastic.
Is that the whole
Does it say
preamble? up top?
indivisible with liberty and justice for all in it?
Land of the free.
No, they corrected that part.
Indivisible.
Yeah.
Oh, it just says indivisible.
Since 1776, home of the brave.
Wow. It should
That's like the entire Star Spangled Banner written on the top
Is
of it.
is Indivisible since 1776 accurate? Because
No.
we
were
had
divisible.
a civil war in between then and now.
Since when is being accurate American?
oh, that's true.
Ah, very
That's
American.
Very true.
what that can should say is 22 ounces of pandering.
Yet, I kind of want one.
Yeah, no.
I feel like less of an American for not drinking one.
Okay. Also, by the way, we probably don't need to address this because people will understand from context, but the 4th of July episode will not be released until probably August.
So enjoy.
Oh yeah, this is It's
September?
gonna be
I don't
it's
know.
gonna be like a Christmas in July situation.
Yeah.
we really nailed the planning.
It'll
on
actually be
this one,
perfect because
so-
they'll have blowout on the America cans, and everyone can get one and drink along.
Oh, yeah. If you
it's
guys
true.
want month-old tall boys at Budweiser, go to Walmart right now.
I want that so bad.
All right, Jake, what are you drinking? Or what were you drinking? You already killed it. We've been recording for 7 minutes, and you're done.
I've got this is my third beer too. I've got a Stone IPA. So
Wow.
and it's empty, so I'm actually going to refuel here, and then you know the old rules of one beer per episode.
Yeah.
Well, we have guests, so those are going right out the fucking window.
Oh, boy.
I say.
Oh no.
First of all, that's a rule that only you have to follow.
Yeah.
Everyone else here is capable
Are
of
we
making
gonna,
it.
are we gonna talk
and-
about cannibalism again now?
We can.
That's what happened last
If you
time.
want to.
I don't.
I talked about that at work, and it was much more controversial there.
Was that in that month streak where you got fired twice?
No, that was after being fired twice. That was at my current job.
Jason just brought you a refill and then Cole
drink it.
You have a rule. You're already over the,
The only rule
So
is
what are you
there
drinking,
no
Cole?
rules.
I'm actually bringing a Stone IPA.
Ooh, that's a good beer.
It's the IPA that launched
No one else
generations
had
of
one of
hop
those.
fanatics right here. This is the one beer.
Yeah,
So,
it did.
I recommend it. Jake, if you would ever want to try one, let me know.
Oh yeah,
Consumed by many mustachioed flannel wearers everywhere.
It's iconic. And what are you drinking over there, Jeff?
I've got the Lagunitas IPA. It's not my favorite, but Walmart does sell it, so it's like $8 for 6 of them. I'm all about that.
Nice.
Lagunitas is good.
It is good.
It's a solid beer.
How much was that tall boy?
I don't know. I went grocery
$1.
shopping, and it was just in the basket.
Yeah, I
so-
think if you recycle the can, you actually make money.
Oh my God, it's so good.
What do you got, Jeff?
And Jeff.
I do not have an alcoholic beverage, but I have a bai. It's like a it's a blueberry drink. It's
Christ,
good.
Wow,
Jeff.
that was underwhelming.
No, that's
And
okay. No,
and I have a Pacifico as my beer.
So we got another beer. Good luck with
To
that.
celebrate
audience.
the 4th of July.
shout out to our audience members.
yeah, Viva la Pacifico.
Okay, what's our next segment?
all right,
Host?
let me go right into mine.
Yeah.
I'll give you mine first.
Wait,
Like
can I hear your rubric first?
So this is just like my 5 favorite movies. If I had to pick them, I would say like if I had
Very
to
well
like
thought
Good rubric.
right.
It's accurate.
What makes them
that
good?
was
Is,
difficult.
Is it rewatchability?
I think you're overthinking this. He's gonna go into them.
I
I
like
do.
them.
He's gonna tell you about them.
Okay.
All right, let's hear about him.
So I'm not going to go in order because there is none.
Well, there is an order that you wrote them down.
There is, but I don't want to read it in that order.
Okay, read them out of order then.
I will say my favorite movie of all time is The Princess Bride, so that makes it on here.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
All right, it's the perfect balance of action, comedy, romance, everything you want.
You know,
And,
I've only.
she's a major MILF now too.
Is she?
Oh, House of Cards, right? It's the same woman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
the wife?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Robin
one that,
Wright.
the one that doesn't like to sleep in the same bed as her husband,
Well,
which makes her accessible.
because her husband's bed is full of other dudes.
Also, the Forrest Gump lady.
Well, her bed is full of other guys.
She's Jenny in Forrest Gump.
She's Jenny in Forrest Gump.
What the hell?
If it's the same person.
Funny
Yeah.
thing.
Robin Wright, right?
Yeah, Robin Wright is
Yeah.
the actress's name.
Funny thing.
in Wonder
Forrest Gump is also on my list.
there you go.
Oh man, you just love Robin
it together
Wright.
with
That
Robin
must be all. That must be it.
Are you a House of Cards fan?
No.
Dude, she is fucking
Well.
tight for her age now. She's like
Wait, we're moved on to Forrest Gump.
she's like a sock that
Yeah, we
shrank
skipped right over
severely.
Princess Bride.
My favorite Forrest Gump quote is, "Sometimes there just aren't enough rocks." That really spoke to me.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, only he would.
Okay, another one I've got on here. Newer movie is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really?
Oh, I love Guardians.
Do you think that'll
movie.
still be on your top 5 list in 10 years?
Oh yeah.
I
You
think
know,
so.
A lot of movies kind of go away.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I like it because I think it does what a lot of other like the Marvel movies couldn't do, which is
That's
whatever.
what I'm thinking. It's a standout right now because you're comparing it to the other Marvel movies.
But it was
which
the
aren't that
first
good.
too. So I think when
wasn't
something's
the
the
first?
first, well, no, like the first of that like
Oh,
feel in the Marvel. So
Yeah,
It,
Oh, the
it
first
will
silly
stand out compared to other Marvel movies for sure. It might not stand the test of time, but
What do you mean that feel? Like it took itself the least serious?
yeah, it wasn't like superheroes are so important and all these things are happening. It was
Yeah,
just
they
sort
are
of
the
like,
most flawed superheroes.
Yeah,
Right.
it was very self-referential too.
yeah,
in a lot of ways.
It's just
you
a
know?
goofier movie in general, a lot more lighthearted.
Oh, that I didn't change my list. Go ahead.
got you.
He's probably got to put Guardians of the Galaxy on there.
you sold it.
All right, what else we got,
Okay,
Levi?
another one. This is the fourth one on here. I don't know if any of you guys seen this or heard of this. It's called The 13th Warrior.
Yes. Yes.
The 13th Warrior. It's where Antonio Banderas is like this Egyptian prince, and he gets stuck with this group of Vikings, and and so he's like this rich kind of pampered lifestyle he's lived, and they're just fucking animals.
Isn't it like a Siddhartha analog?
That sounds great.
Don't know what that means.
Okay,
But yes.
Siddhartha, he
the
finds
story of
peace on
Buddha.
the river and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like
I
this.
just
Just,
summed
Yeah,
that up.
totally.
Anyway,
Did Buddha end up with a bunch of Vikings who had to like bash in people's skulls?
no, it's not like a
and-
direct.
It wasn't Buddha, right?
He wasn't bashing skulls. He was skull fucking people. In that one.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, read Siddhartha.
My favorite part of 13th Warrior is he learns their language
Yes.
overnight just by the campfires.
No.
I know it's a montage, I know, but in the screenplay, it's like he just spends one night
Yeah.
and then they just like do a bunch of crossfades of people talking, and then all of a sudden he can pick up all the words. They
People
make
get
it look
hung up-
like it's like a 4-hour sit down. He's like, he just picked it up.
Yeah, people get hung up on that, but it's like he's been with them for
Yeah.
a long time and he's
Yeah.
learning their language. But now it's just cool Vikings like killing people and stuff.
Yeah,
I
well,
like
they
that
have
stuff.
really good villains. So like the spooky ghost mountain people that like come out of the mist and they're all covered in bones and.
Yeah, and they think they're bears, and
Yeah,
it's awesome. Man.
They were like Waterworld villains mixed with Native Americans.
Ooh.
If that makes sense.
Wait,
So-
Native American Waterworld sounds great.
yeah, they're like very like post-apocalyptic looking, just cobbled together armor and shit, but also
like apocalyptical people.
No,
not-
post-apocalyptic.
not that ornate,
post-
Not Mad
Apocalyptic.
Max.
very crude.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Like
That's
it.
that's a good one.
Yeah, and then like I like when like it's in the very beginning the Vikings, their king has died or something, I don't know, and they're at the funeral, and then the
They
two
were Vikings. They're saying goodbye to their king. Never mind. Move on. Move
Yeah,
on.
and my joke was bad earlier.
All right, Cole, you just got bumped up a notch
Thank
here.
you.
the two sons just get in a fight, and the one just kills the other one. It's like, oh well, he's the king now.
That's how it works.
and nobody cares. Everyone just like goes about their business.
Killed him fair and square.
Yep, absolutely. It's just like and so like the Egyptian prince is like, oh shit, and they're using like a wash bowl for their hands, and they're all like hawking loogies in it, and then passing it down, and the next guy's washing his face with
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I thought it was cool.
You
Yeah, that
like-
sounds great.
You
That
like
sounds great.
that?
One guy's dipping his
I gotta watch
nuts
this
in it.
movie now.
Wait, you like that
Never seen
segment where they all spit into a wash bowl and then clean themselves with it? That was like
Yeah, that's the best
defining
part.
moment for you.
Well,
Absolutely.
that's where he learned his
yeah.
own personal brand of hygiene.
You sold the movie. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, that's
I'll
really
watch-
good.
we can watch it later today.
That's really good.
Okay, my last one is Superbad. Okay, and I'll tell you why Superbad is on here. Superbad, I feel perfectly captured what it's like to be a high school guy.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah, it was pretty good.
All the pressure, the shit he goes through.
yes,
Yeah.
Being in high school when that came out, I loved that movie.
Yeah.
It personified a lot of stuff. It was
like the awkwardness
funny.
and
Yeah.
the like feeling like everyone's judging you all the time,
Yep.
and
Because they are.
yeah, they are right.
Yeah.
I'm judging everyone all the time.
Well, yeah, it carries on into adulthood. People just hide it a little better.
Right.
yeah, we just pretend it doesn't matter now.
Well, your parents keep telling you, like, don't worry about that, but that doesn't accurately prepare you to.
Yeah, now when you cry,
not
you go in the
worry about
bathroom and turn the fan on, and shove a washcloth in your mouth so nobody hears. Your kids don't hear you as you're pumping the shotgun. High school, you just and it's over.
Yeah, well, it's easy to chalk it up to he's just being an emotional teenager, but when you act out, when you're 30,
Yeah, you finally lose it.
There's no hormonal cop
shoot
out.
up 60 people. It's all of a sudden it's your fault.
Yep.
No,
Then they want to take our guns away.
I'm just a kid in a adult's body
Usually you're an adult in a kid's body.
with a
That's-
dick of a taper.
What the fuck, Cole?
Holy shit, Cole! What the hell?
I don't know. I've been hanging out with you too much this week.
Oh man,
It's worse than my coonskin hat joke.
that was beautiful.
I don't think it was worse than the Coons.
No, it wasn't. Don't try to give her that one.
Try to.
Hold on. Is racism not worse than child rape?
Racist child rape.
Let's
I think we can all agree.
Yes. I want you to quantify this for me.
Like, no, it's fine. I
don't know if
only
there's a
fuck
scale.
black kids. Like, that's a bigger problem than any of those things in isolation.
I believe in affirmative action.
I don't know. I just feel like per episode we have.
Oh God. What movie caused this again?
Can we move on?
Super bad.
Okay, all right. If it was still Guardians of the Galaxy or something, I would have been like, fuck.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I need to
who's
ground
up
myself.
next?
Not it.
All right, little Jeff,
All
you're
right,
up.
all right, I'll go. All right, so
Wait, what's your order in your rubric?
see, I don't have an order either.
Can we try to guess Jeff's?
Yeah, go for it.
I think Pitch Perfect's on the list.
It is not.
It's a
No,
movie.
Pitch Perfect 2 is on the list.
Step up.
Step up. Oh, yeah,
Step
for
up
sure.
to the
Also not
streets.
on the list. I do love. I mean, I don't love Step Up. Pitch Perfect's a great movie.
Tokyo Drift.
It is not.
I'm just thinking.
I think black chicks, black dicks, all black everything is on Jeff's list. If I had to guess.
That's what I thought Jake's list was going to be like.
Well, you haven't heard Jake's list yet.
I know. I can't wait.
Jake's list is most viable primate. The
Did you
entire
say most viable primate?
the entire Planet of the Apes
It
trilogy.
was about a primate abortion
Those were 3 of the
clinic.
movies.
Yeah.
And they're like, this primate's viable. We can't abort it.
And the first third of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Just the chimp scenes. That's it.
All right,
All right,
so,
Jeff. All right.
So my list.
Did you go in order?
No, these are just movies that have like affected me over the years. You know, they were like things that
so snuff
that I was really
films.
drawn to. Yeah. So one movie that when I was younger that I absolutely loved. This might be number 1 is My Blue Heaven.
Oh, I was going to guess that.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a great movie.
I've never heard of that or seen that.
It's Rick Moranis, Steve Martin. Steve Martin's
Ooh,
like
good cast.
Yeah, it's excellent, but just a good balance of quick comedy, goofiness, and sort of action, but not really action. I don't know. It's just an awesome movie.
Wait, did we hear your rubric? Is it just rewatchability?
Movies that affect
Movies that affected it.
Movies that like throughout my life I've watched way too many times
All right,
because I love them.
how did it affect you?
It was just like one of those. Maybe not affect, but this was like something that I watched a lot of times. So I
Okay.
just
Something that's stuck
in
with
subtle
it.
yeah, it's just one of those movies that stuck with me for a
Yeah.
long time because it's
Got it.
just so well done.
It rings with you.
Another one that this is something that we watch every year, and probably I don't know if it made anybody else's list, but V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta is just watched every 5th of November.
I thought you were going to say Team America.
that is one of the comedies that would stick with you. But
Yeah.
I mean, V for Vendetta is
I
just
still haven't
excellent.
seen V for Vendetta.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. I know what you're doing.
Oh
in
goodness,
November.
yeah. You got to come over. for
Cole,
watching
remember when we were
November.
watching Team America and Nana came in and said you couldn't watch it?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm over 18.
No, wasn't it me? I thought she got mad at me for doing that.
got mad at
or maybe it
someone.
was both of us. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we were like the golden child.
Was it during the
children.
puppet sex scene?
No, I don't think so.
Best line in the whole movie is, I promise I will never die.
I think he's saying, fuck you, let's kill that motherfucker.
I like it when the leader's he's calling out the other guy. He's like, "No, you're a butt fucking quitter."
So that's V for Vendetta.
Yeah, that went well.
Good Will Hunting is another one that stuck
That
with
is-
me for a
that
long
is a good
time.
Hey, we just watched that.
I mean, we did just watch that.
Wait,
It's probably
Levi,
why
are you
it's on my
shaking your
mind.
head no?
Never seen it.
Oh, damn it.
Man,
Really?
So many good movies.
I just watched it for the first time. Like
It's surprisingly good.
a month
good.
ago.
What do you think?
It was good.
Okay.
It's a good watch.
You wicked smart.
What is that? Where he's like a
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Matt Damon's like a super kid.
Yeah, he's like
He's getting in trouble.
He's like a janitor.
he's like a smart savant.
and part of
Not even
his
an idiot
parole is he has to take like therapy. And
Right.
Robin Williams is his therapist.
That's
Yeah, it's one of those movies like
Which is kind of ironic.
It teaches you, or it kind of. Jesus.
Cole with the shots today.
yeah, Cole is.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm saying he could have used a therapist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. You weren't wrong about the adult and a kid thing either.
No, but I think it's one of those movies that like explores going further than you think you're capable of when you're born into
It's
something
like Cole this
that's,
episode.
that's stuck into. So I don't know. I just always thought it was like a really good positive.
Realizing your potential.
message. Right.
Yeah.
And not feeling like you're stuck in what you were born into.
Yeah, you can make your own
Right.
situation.
If you're super genius, then you
Yeah,
can.
it helps.
Yeah,
does
if you're super intelligent,
Well-
or Batman's about being super rich.
All of
I
his,
think that's
all of his
the
other
point.
friends are like just stuck in construction jobs.
But I think that's the point, though, is that even when you are so smart, you have a hard time realizing that you can leave something, even though it's what you were born into.
Yeah.
So it's like he might have had an extraordinary opportunity, but you wouldn't have realized it had he not gotten help along the way, even though he was really smart.
yeah. What about the other guys that were stuck in construction their whole life?
Well, fuck them.
Can they go beyond their potential?
Yeah, they probably could, but they were also stuck. So it's a mental block thing. I don't know.
Yeah, one
It
of them
stuck
was
with
like
me.
an amazing rapper, but he just never. He kept saying, "Guys, listen to my mixtape." And they're like, "Shut the fuck up! No one cares."
It's like, guys,
Scoop
listen,
those rocks.
listen to my podcast. I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. No one cares.
Except that the Mexican guy loved it.
All right, next movie, Shanghai Noon.
Oh, yeah.
In combo with Shanghai Night, just because they're both pretty excellent.
I have a lot of combos on my list too.
Yeah, I mean, those two movies just go together, obviously,
Yeah.
but they're just classic. I mean, I love Jackie Chan's fighting style. Love Owen Wilson's comedy.
I haven't
when they
seen
bring them
those,
together,
but-
it's
my
so
list
good.
again.
But I did see Shanghai Poon, and that was pretty good. I liked that one
Is there
a
going to
lot.
be a porn joke for everything I say?
yeah.
it is movies.
I imagine his top 5 are porn movies.
That's what I thought he might
be.
come up with.
Number 1, Hey, How You Doing?
Oh, we already watched that one.
It's a quick film.
Number 2, Crazy Monkey throws poop at grandma.
All right, last one. Singing in the Rain. Excellent movie.
Yeah.
That's the
kinda
Mormon
all over the
household
place.
coming out.
It's a classic.
What are you talking about?
Isn't that the one where like
It is very wholesome.
it's the musical?
It's a
or-
wholesome movie, but it's like a classic movie.
Oh, okay.
It's like on top 100 list of
Man, I just keep thinking of
movies of all time. I know. There's a lot of good ones. I've
gonna be
had
a
a hard time
bloodbath.
narrowing. But yeah, excellent movie. That is just Gene Kelly at his best.
I don't think I've seen it.
Audrey
definitely
Hepburn.
have.
Not Audrey Hepburn.
I just can't get into old movies.
oh my God. What's her name?
They got to be really good.
Debbie Reynolds.
You gotta watch Rosemary's Baby. That was the first like kind of old movie that I got really into.
Yeah.
I really like that.
It's actually a really good movie.
They didn't know how to act back then.
that
you know?
that one
It's
that
distracting.
one's reasonably well acted.
clearly haven't
Mia
watched Singing in
Farrow
the Rain.
is good.
Their acting was just different.
She's fucking good.
Young Frankenstein is a fantastic old
Really?
movie. Yeah.
How old? Is
Oh,
it still black and white?
No, that's like
No.
Mel Brooks.
I think
It
it's-
is, but it's on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah, it's purposely black and white.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
It's older, but
That's
it's
like
not that
Blazing
old.
Saddles era.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's not old. I
It's
mean
like
like
70s,
Turner
right?
Classic Movies
Yeah.
era
Yeah.
stuff.
Singing in the Rain's like 65 or something like
There's
that.
one called We're No Angels that's very good. It's about 3 prisoners on an island that escape and like
Is it about the Alcatraz breakout?
no, these 3 guys escape from a prison and they like hole up in like an antique shop and pretend to be workers there. And
Classic.
And the antique shop staff just doesn't notice.
no,
Or
the
they
antique
just
no, the antique
go along
shop
with it?
antique shop staff's
See,
a
it's
bunch
hard.
of idiots.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And these guys like
And then they convince him to drink castor oil.
no, what they do is they the antique shop, like the guy who owns it doesn't live on the island and he comes over and he's a real jackass, and so the 3 prisoners end up killing him
Okay.
to get the because the 3 prisoners end up really liking the people who work the antique shop, so they kill the guy who owns it and they kill his son to help out the family there.
because they like them.
And what's funny is it's a feel good comedy movie for Christmas time.
Oh, you should have led with it being a Christmas movie. I would have been all in.
Jeff's top 5 are all Christmas movies.
I thought about doing that. As a bit, but-
No, it really it's a good old movie. You should check it out.
okay.
Yeah, there's some good classics out there. Singing in the Rain is
All right.
one of those.
Cole, yeah, we got to do Cole next.
No, wait. I thought we were just going around the circle.
Yeah, let's
Oh
go
no.
around the circle.
Oh, okay.
Why are we coming over
Hey,
here? Why are we?
Just might take an hour, so.
It might. I'll try and do
yeah,
this.
This is
as
probably why we should
fast
do
as
it. His
possible.
next, so we
Yeah, I
can
want to
cut
get
him
through
off.
this.
As quick as possible.
All right, my top 10 minus 5. I tried to put them in order and I couldn't. I couldn't decide on like a top 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
So I did top 8 through 4.
Why do you have a pie chart?
It's not a pie chart. It's the hero's journey.
Oh my god. Let me guess. Star Wars.
Close. That's in parentheses here.
Okay.
So my number 8 is Gladiator.
Ooh.
Good movie.
Yeah, but what I really like about Gladiator, I think it's just like the coolest telling of the hero's journey. It's like Star Wars, Lion King, Tron. There's a million movies that also do this, but they don't do it with like cool Romans and Russell Crowe.
In gladiatorial combat.
Yeah,
True.
One thing I love in movies is when there's like a good revenge scene. Like
Yeah.
I hate when like you hate the villain, right? Mm-hmm. You want the villain. You don't want him to just lose. You want him to like fucking lose.
yeah.
You want him destroyed.
Like in The Punisher.
Like the things he believed in.
Yes.
You got to kill his family
So-
in front of him first.
I was so disappointed in The Punisher that John Travolta only realized it for a few seconds before
Yeah.
he died. Like I
Right.
really
I would
wanted
have
to.
given him years to live with it.
Yes. Gladiator, I loved because you went to the theater, you watched the whole movie, you fucking hated.
Yeah, Joaquin does a good job.
Yeah, you hate. I've hated him for years now because of that role.
Totally with
right?
you.
And you have the fight at the end. He just gets
He shivs him with poison.
Yeah,
little
ju-
pussy.
yeah, and the good guy just fucking kills him and totally humiliates him in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And then the movie ends, and you walk out with this feeling of like,
Yeah.
yeah fuck you.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm good with it.
I've cried at the end of that movie
Yes.
many times. in my-
Absolutely.
when his buddy buries the statues in the
Vindication.
arena floor, I choke up every time. I really do.
So far, you're off to a good start, Jeff.
Yeah. Okay.
Gladiator.
Solid.
Hero's Journey. I'm sure you wanted to expand on that for about 45 minutes, but we're going to move past that.
You don't want to see the diagram? Okay. My number 7, Roadhouse.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's fucking
That was
good one.
Number one.
So,
Well,
well,
going for
You were a
action-packed
huge
flicks
Roadhouse
so far.
guy.
oh yeah.
Do you have
So
a diagram for it?
no, this one has like the fewest reasons, but Jeff Healey and the music, so fucking good.
Yeah.
I love that guy. I really like Dalton the character. How he's like always at a disadvantage, but like kind of keeps his cool. You know, he's like the short bouncer, and somehow manages to decorrupt a town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just by punching the right people.
And
Taking their heart.
and
Yeah.
ripping throats out.
And I really like his bouncing strategy of just be nice. I don't know if you remember his speech on like how to deal with unruly customers.
Yeah, you're the cooler, right?
Yeah.
You have to be cool.
You just be nice.
That's nice. I like
Yeah.
that.
I think that applies in real life.
Plus, there's all the great '80s tropes
awesome.
of bad acting, fake tits, and monster trucks.
Yep.
Yeah,
really-
what you gotta have.
Really important.
Covers all the bases.
Like if someone's pissed at you, just be nice to them.
Yeah.
Fucking fries them.
I know.
And then when they're at their lowest, you kill them in a gladiatorial arena in front of all of their
right.
followers. Yeah.
Yeah, Dalton, the character, was a philosophy graduate from NYU in the movie.
He knew how to play the game.
Yeah, he says that to the little doctor when he's getting
Oh,
stitched.
it's too bad he didn't do engineering. He could have had a job other than being a bouncer.
No, but he did that because he chose to do that. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 6.
I'm not denying he chose it.
Number 6 is Starship Troopers.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
Ooh,
why.
yeah, that's a good one.
You said you like machine guns, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what you like about Starship Troopers.
Everything.
Okay.
Machine guns, aliens, fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
Space.
that's what I want to see in
I
a
know
movie.
what I like about it.
Okay. I feel like that's what most people got out of Starship Troopers is just that first layer of this is like just a very like banal action movie
He's
where
about
we
to tell you you're wrong.
we
Levi.
murder the bugs, you know?
But hey, you got to shoot them in the eye because their arms and stuff. Like that's not going to cut it. Like
Yeah.
you got to shoot them in the eye.
That's a deeper message. That's what it was. You have to shoot him.
All
in
right,
the eye.
next movie.
You have to shoot him in the eye. People didn't get that.
What I think is so cool about Starship Troopers is it's like a satire on fascism that never tells you it's a satire on fascism. It's like a method actor of a movie where it's just in character the whole time and it doesn't break annoyingly, you know?
The human
I don't know this movie
government
very
is
well.
not great in that movie.
No,
it's
no,
not a good system.
it's hilarious.
It's a
Like-
really bad world to live in.
It's Paul Verhoeven was the director. He's the same guy who did RoboCop. So you only kind of really see it when he does like those propaganda cutaways. Remember, they're like, I'm doing my part, and the kids are like stomping on bugs.
Yeah.
Right? Or it's like an 8-year-old holding, like trying to lift up this huge machine gun, and the soldiers at the parks, he's just like handing the kids a gun. They're fighting over it.
Yeah.
You know, like tugging
Yeah.
on the machine gun. So that's maybe the only time they like go too far and tell you that, hey, this is maybe satire.
Like very clear when
Yeah.
the propaganda
Right.
poster is probably
So, yeah, I love how just hollow and dead inside I feel after the end of this movie.
You know what does it for me in that movie? It's the shower scene where like, oh
course
yeah,
it
they're
is.
in the military, they all shower together, and then you got the women with the fucking killer knockers, right? And they're just in there with the dudes, and there's something so hot about that, right? Like no one's acknowledging it, but like, oh man, that just does it for me.
Okay, thank you, Jake.
Yeah,
Good input.
I like the intro where it's very like Saved by the Bell. It's like very happy-go-lucky, and it's like very like even lighting. You know, everything's just like pure. They're in that South American town. It's all tropical and fun. Everyone's like wealthy and white. You know, and they're in class.
Like all the best South American towns.
Yeah. And Rico's like drawing the kissy face to Denise Richards, and then Michael Ironside is like giving that lecture.
God, he's great.
Oh, the cast is really good. in this
Nobody
movie.
knows Michael Ironside either, but he's fucking fantastic.
He's so good. Well, I know him from Top Gun because he yells, "I want some butts."
I know him from fucking Splinter Cell.
Oh yeah.
He voiced Sam Fisher.
Yeah.
He was great.
But during that intro scene, it's like it's all this innocent stuff, right? It's the high school flirting, and then in the background, Michael Ironside is like horribly wounded, right? He's got one hand, and he's giving this lecture, like some history thing. He like puts his little stump on Denise Richards, and he's like, "What would the founding fathers of Hiroshima say about that?" And she goes, "They wouldn't say anything because they all got nuked." And he's like, "That's right. Violence solves everything." And that's like the whole undertone of this human system they have is this horrible fascist thing that's just breeding these people to do violence. Like even at the very end when Doogie Howser puts his hand on the brain robot.
I like how his name's Doogie.
Shit, Neil Patrick Harris was in that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was him. That was his start.
I barely
Yeah.
remember this
he's
movie.
He's the guy in the Nazi outfit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
At the very end, he puts his hand against the brain
Did
bug.
you
He's
say
like,
that was his start?
No, I meant Doogie Howser was.
No, I got that.
but he's reading the brain bug's
I thought
mind.
you were like, wait, Neil Patrick Harris was in Doogie Howser?
no, of course he was.
What happened here?
And that
Okay.
was his start. Starship Troopers.
But he puts his hand on the brain bug, right? And they're finally able to communicate. And all he says was, "It's afraid," and everyone starts cheering. Not like we can communicate now and maybe like come to some agreement.
good.
It's like, no, it's afraid. Yay, we'll keep killing them. You know?
That is horrifying. I never thought about that scene.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Gorn episode in Star Trek? I think it's called Arena from the original Star Trek.
I've never seen an episode of Star Trek.
You've probably seen the fight scene with the green
lizard.
The green
The
lizard.
lizard
so
head.
it's that episode. Okay.
Really?
So Starship Troopers is that episode with a twist. So in that episode, They respond to a distress call. There's a human colony on this planet that just started, and they show up and everyone's murdered.
Okay.
So they go down and investigate. They figure out like, oh, this alien species called the Gorn, they did it. So they chase them and they're fighting. And then this third party, who's like a race of Greek gods, they intervene. They say like, hey, you guys can't be fighting, so we're going to settle this. Kirk, you're going to fight the Gorn down the planet, and whoever wins, we're going to kill the other guy's ship. So they're fighting, and they come to this moment of stalemate, and the Gorn says like, you guys tried to set up a settlement on our planet. We were just defending our planet. And Kirk kind of like has a new realization on the situation. So they like find peace and don't go further with the conflict.
And then the gods smite both of them.
No.
Oh.
And then like peace wins the day. But in Starship Troopers, they make that colony on the planet in the very beginning, and the bugs come and kill them, right? And then their response is just to machine gun the bugs over and over and over and over and over. So it's the Gorn episode, but they never find peace.
Yeah.
There's also a really good love square.
Levi, I'll drink to that.
America.
It's kind of like most wars we've been in.
Yeah,
It's like, hey,
the most
they
American
killed
thing
a
you could
bunch of
drink
us.
to.
And it's like, we were there. We
Just
weren't
killing the
supposed to be
bugs.
there.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not our fault.
And then there's also a really good love.
Yeah, well, those, they're brown.
right. Yeah, those Gorns were green.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, it's like it's deliberately something that looks alien and gross to us, right? Like it's a lizard in the Star Trek movie, and it's
I
an
hate
insect
lizards.
in Starship Troopers.
And in real life, it's a guy in a turban.
It's a dangerous insect. In
it's just a
Starship
really
Troopers.
lazy bad guy, though. You know,
Yeah, they are killing us in Starship
it's
Troopers.
this impossible to find.
Yeah, but we
Are
empathy,
they attacking
right?
Earth in Starship
They
Troopers?
have the meteors. that
But they're
come.
reciprocating. Like we went onto their planet and set up colonies,
Allegedly.
and then they defended their turf. I'm never gonna get citizenship.
It's true. It's true. Somebody comes in your house and shits on your couch. You don't just like, oh, they shit on my couch. No, you go back to their house and you shit on their couch, and then you use your heel to rub it in.
Yeah, but one of them is animals and one of us is humans.
Yeah, just
Remember your argument, Jeff? You're older than the oldest coyote or whatever. Same argument.
I think
with
that
them.
was me, but yeah.
We're older than the oldest bug, so it's not any of those bugs home.
I don't know if you know the lifespan of the insects accurately.
I feel like it's
Starship
in the
Troopers.
movie. We don't
Well,
know.
it's also a movie.
They could be hundreds of years
Well,
old.
it's a lot shorter after they get introduced to the humans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, and
right.
there's one more thing I want to touch
God,
on
we're still going.
with that movie. is
Who would have thought that the movie that we get locked onto is Starship Troopers?
This is what Levi was talking about. It's the dumb topics. Yeah.
This is only his third one too. So
okay,
the next ones are worse.
There's a love square, right? Like Diz loves Rico, and Rico loves Denise Richards,
Okay.
and Denise Richards loves that flight school guy.
Are they all?
Which one was the one with the kind of like reddish hair and the
Diz.
tits?
Diz.
Ah, I like
Yeah.
her the
Are they all in the shower at the same
She
time?
was in the shower.
Diz was, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Denise
like.
Richards went to the Air Force. She was smarter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, was she smarter though? She wasn't in that shower with Diz and the tits.
yeah. So, but in the end, like it's
She's
clear,
got her own.
It's clear the whole movie that Denise Richards should be with the flight school guy, and Rico should be with Diz. But then Diz dies, and the flight school guy dies. He gets his brain sucked out.
Yeah,
and then Denise Richards and Rico get together, but you know the whole time that they're not supposed to be together. So it's just this very like empty feeling thing. At
We
the
should
end.
when we post this episode post which movies are spoilers for. Just because like I'm not saying don't do
This
spoilers.
movie came out in the 90s.
yeah,
I think
I'm a firm believer that if it came out within more than 6 months old, then there's no spoiler.
I am
alerts needed
very
anymore.
sensitive to this, and I think we should just try to be conscious of it.
I am too, actually, but I think there's a statute
There
of
is a
limitations
statute.
here.
I say we just post a little disclaimer. You know, just
Okay.
a little.
Because we could talk about them. You're right.
Everyone had a
It
chance
won't
to
hurt.
see these movies by now.
And if they haven't, they deserve to have it
It's like
spoiled.
saying Jesus dies in the Bible. Everyone's like, oh!
Dude, I haven't gotten to that part
Hey,
yet.
he gets resurrected.
I know.
Allegedly.
God damn
I wasn't trying to ruin the surprise.
Okay.
The
Okay.
real surprise is the end. Where
try-
they're just like all this crazy shit happens, and you're all fucked.
Shit, I have so much more to say about these next two.
All right, let's
Just skim past
go.
them.
Let's go do it.
Get
What's
to
the
it.
next one?
So
What's the
yours
next
was a
one?
top 10 list minus 7?
No, minus,
Perfect.
minus 5. Top 10.
He just did the
Oh,
math
no.
in another spot.
I did 8 through 4.
His was a
I
top
got that.
10
I'm
minus
just saying you
5,
should
and then he
stop.
squared it in terms of how much time.
Well,
it's
it's actually based on a Fibonacci sequence.
I can stop. You want me to skip one?
No, go for it.
Do not
All right.
skip.
Number 5 is Independence Day.
Ooh, good one. I'm
Jeff,
sensing a theme.
Yeah, there's a theme here.
Oh, because it's the 4th of July sextacular.
Oh, that's right.
That's true, too.
I actually didn't think about that, but that's a good point. Okay, so what Independence Day? It's kind of like Starship Troopers, where there's this surface, and then there's like the real meaning underneath.
Okay.
And it was like it got widely criticized as like just this banal broad appeal thing. It's just like the classic tropes for everybody. There's the clear good guy. There's the stereotypical alien. The most stereotypical alien, in fact, it was a fucking flying saucer with a gray who is inside a xenomorph.
Ooh, I hate that.
It's like the two aliens we know just smushed together.
Yeah, yeah.
Worst alien.
This is everything I want in a movie.
Yeah. So there's this thing called specificity versus universality, and it's like implied that the more broadly appealing something is, then the dumber it has to be. But it's not how it actually should be. Like in the
like our
Renaissance,
podcast.
that was the
Our
measure
podcast
of a
should be
good
very
artist was
appealing.
who can convey the message to the broadest audience. And like this director's doing this because he also directed a movie called Anonymous, which is about the Earl of Oxford supposedly ghostwriting for William Shakespeare, and him trying to like shoehorn his social changes underneath these broadly appealing tropes. And that's why they did it in like the public theater instead of the more aristocratic theater. So it's definitely like something this guy's trying to do. And the message he's getting across is the Swango's checked out. Yeah, it's the Star Trek like
And everyone's asleep.
secular humanism.
No, I'm listening.
I think you have some good points.
I'm
I
can
listening.
quit.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm listening attentively and understanding about 10%.
Okay. On the surface, this is a very nationalistic, propagandistic, America is good movie, right?
Well, now we're on board, Jeff. That's all you have to say.
But the real
Cheers to that.
USA.
the real message underneath it is that nationalism holds us back. It's
Whoa,
ineffective.
wait a second. I'm off board.
I thought it had to do with
The 4th of July is tomorrow, Jeff. Come on.
Well, do you remember like what they say about patriotism? There's two really good examples. Remember they did the nuclear attack on the aliens? And that's been forever like our symbol of world dominance is we got the nukes first.
Yeah.
We got to use them on people.
I know, we're the only ones who got to do that.
Yeah. We got to.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
We didn't have
We
to.
had the
We've
privilege of
referenced
doing
that multiple times already.
But against the aliens, the nukes don't work. But what does work is this like multinational joint strike
weird,
force
'cause it
with
worked
human
great
sacrifice.
against the Japanese.
I know,
It
yeah.
worked really fucking well.
Just ask Michael Irons in Starship Troopers. Violence solved everything. So there's that.
It's taking a
The
dark
nuke
turn.
doesn't work. And then everyone knows the speech from Independence Day, right? That's like one of the first things that comes to mind. And there's a line from there that says, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday. Right? So there's this like veil of patriotism, but what they're saying is like that system doesn't work. It's not like a legitimate strategy for moving forward.
They're saying like we all have to be one Earth.
Yeah.
So it's like if there were aliens that nukes didn't work on, the 4th of July would not matter anymore.
Sure, literally that, yeah.
I think
got
what
it.
they're
Good
trying
thing
to
there
say.
aren't aliens.
I like the interpretation. That's all I follow.
I got it.
It's more of a like globalism notion and like internet is decentralizing us and like culture's becoming more homogenous.
You know
we
what
have to
you've
work
done
together
here,
and
Jeff,
all that shit.
is I've been able to consume an entire beer during the thing. And now I have to go get another one.
Now, here's the problem with that, though, Jeff.
Let me hear it.
In that one, everyone has no problem banding together when there's a common enemy. That's
Yeah.
what united Germany, and they had a common enemy. We don't have a common enemy as the Earth. So if we all, your message is saying we need to find a common enemy as a species.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
That will unite us.
Yeah, Pluto.
Why not be united just based on like love and like good things instead of like a common enemy?
No, because
I don't know how we get there,
Literally
but
impossible.
people need a villain.
yeah.
Humans need a villain to do something.
Yeah,
So
that Starship Troopers government would never work unless they had someone to militarize against.
So I guess you're saying until aliens come and attack us, we're as good as we're gonna get. So
Yeah.
USA. USA.
But the characters are like this too. You have the hero, the action, like the classic action hero trope. Like he punches the alien in the face and like with a cigar in his mouth, he's like, that's what I call a close encounter. You know, that kind of shit. But he's a black rapper, right?
course.
Like it's Will Smith. And this is in the 90s.
That's what's great about America.
You know, like this is when Tipper Gore was
Black
pushing
rappers
her.
can punch aliens.
Yeah.
Do you guys
And
remember
smoke cigars.
when Tipper Gore was pushing her anti-rap lyric stuff? She wanted like the FCC
God,
to
she was
censor.
such a just shrieking
rap-
harpy for that entire fucking thing.
All right, yeah.
Have you guys seen the movie where it's like Dee Williams, right? Is that the Twisted Sister guy? And it's him versus Tipper Gore. It's about that whole thing.
Yeah.
And the whole movie is just Tipper Gore's just this shrieking bitch, and Al Gore's just like, I have to fucking live with her. And, you know, because he's all right in my book.
Yeah.
You know, but Jesus Christ.
So that's our American hero in this.
Or is it Dee
Is a black
Snider?
rapper during
Dee
this
Snider,
era.
that's what I'm
This is when the
Makes
OJ
sense.
trial was going on. This is like in the 90s.
Yeah.
And also the cliche redneck has a multi-ethnic family that they never like address.
Sure.
He's got a bunch of these mixed race kids and they don't make it a thing in the movie, implying that it shouldn't be a thing.
Well, it's not a thing.
Right. Now it's not, but back then that was pretty controversial.
Wait, all the kids were different races?
No, it was clear.
Because that's a kind of maybe a
he
problem.
had a spouse of color.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
But
Yeah,
no,
no,
at the time, that
it's
was
just
weird.
like if him and his spouse were white, and then like one of their kids is black and one's a Mexican, like something might be going on there. You
Unless
know,
they're
maybe he should be a
adopting.
little suspicious.
Okay, well, anyway, I like that was like a Trojan horse for meaning. I thought that was cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was cool,
I
and
see
I
what you
never
mean
would
with
have
that.
got any of that.
No.
Everything you said is
know-
something that has never occurred to me.
I never
in
put
my
that much thought
entire
into
life.
Independence Day.
Right.
With Starship Troopers and Independence Day.
Go watch
I-
Starship Troopers again.
All I've ever thought of was just killing monsters and aliens.
Which is fine.
I do love my Trojan horses. Yeah, do you guys know my Trojan horse, right?
No.
I take a Trojan condom and I poke a hole in it.
Then you.
I had a vasectomy. It's so that I can give him an STD. M, not him. That's not a gay thing. It could be.
Okay, my last one. I'm sorry.
Number
I'm sorry.
5. No, why?
V for Vendetta.
Oh, predictable.
Yeah.
Oh.
Predictable.
Is it really?
Hey,
Someone already said it, so yeah.
spoiler alert here. This is something I actually want to see at some point in my life, so please don't spoil anything.
I'm gonna spoil all of it.
They blow up a place.
Okay, I won't spoil most of it. Okay, it's V for Vendetta / Moby Dick / Count of Monte Cristo. They're all
Oh, those are kind of the same.
they're all
plot.
kind of the same story. It's like my Gladiator / Star Wars / Tron thing, the hero's journey. This is about like revenge, and I like that. Like these characters have similar flaws that I do. Where I think like I'm a little bit of an idealist and an optimist, which means I'm unhappy all the time because things aren't how they should be, and I get angry and I hold grudges. And
Okay.
these movies talk about like what is the result of like having rage and anger and revenge.
Yeah, definitely.
So like Moby Dick is the most blatant example. Like there's one chapter called The Whiteness of the Whale where Melville compares Moby Dick to like the purity of God because it's like this white sperm whale and that's how he's describing it, all the purity and stuff. So it's implied there that this is like something that is like a force of nature, all powerful, uncaring, you know, and yet Ahab is trying to get revenge on it and it doesn't give a shit. So he, like it didn't even mean to hurt him in the first place, but he's going to kill himself and his crew to try and get back
Right.
at something
Yeah.
that doesn't even care.
Yeah.
So if,
You
like
destroy yourself.
right.
I really respect that.
Right.
So you can take that as a lesson to like help you reconcile that you're in this like this uncaring universe that will fuck you, and you can either like kill everything to try and get revenge against the white whale, or you can kind of roll with it.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Right.
the
A little bit.
Netflix story.
What?
Blockbuster fucked the Netflix founder on like a late fee on Titanic, and then he founded Netflix and
show you.
destroyed Blockbuster.
like, I can
but
do this better.
Blockbuster didn't give a fuck.
But that didn't
about
hurt him. That
he
didn't
wasn't
hurt the
trying
Netflix
to hurt
founder.
him.
That's not exactly
No,
the
no.
same.
I mean, it ended well for him.
Yeah, it's like,
So it's like the opposite
it's
of
like
the
if
story.
he ignored the whale and just moved on with
No,
his life.
it was.
Yeah, he
it
would've
was
been
a better
happier.
thing. Yeah.
So full disclosure, I stopped reading Moby Dick halfway through,
It's hard.
he just explained what happened.
and I don't listen to Jeff as a policy.
Oh well, neither do I.
Wait, me or him? Mm-hmm. Either.
yeah.
Either.
Okay.
Jake just
Anyone
doesn't listen.
I don't listen to other people.
So then, Dumas kind of does a similar thing in Count of Monte Cristo, where the guy gets like falsely imprisoned and he like stumbles upon all this wealth, and he goes back and gets his revenge against these people. And then at the end, he just is like, "Well, I got my revenge. Now what?" And he leaves to just go find something else to do. And like Mercedes is left there all alone, and it's
Yeah,
like,
but didn't he get rich in the process?
he got rich and then used the wealth to get revenge.
But he still had some money, right? Like,
Yeah,
didn't
so he
spend it all.
no, but it's left as this like empty thing at the end. Like he's just gonna go try and find meaning, but
Sure.
it's implied that that's not a hopeful endeavor. Like he
It's
got
a
what he
lot
wanted, and
easier
now
to do when you're rich, though.
So
yeah. But
So my takeaway from that was maybe
well, he spent like 15 years devoted to one thing, and when it was over, he was just empty. Like the revenge didn't satisfy and fulfill him. He still felt empty. At the end.
yeah. I don't know.
So V
I
for
don't get it.
Vendetta is
it's
similar. It's a revenge story. They mention Count of Monte Cristo a couple times in the movie, and I'll try not to spoil anything. But at the end, like V doesn't need to die for his revolution. Like it happens.
But he also-
he died for his revenge when he met those guys in the sewer.
yeah, but so the other thing though with that, it sort of seems like he learned the lesson but didn't know how to accept it, and then he passed it on to the next person, and that person accepted the lesson.
So it was an allegory for
That was so
STDs.
vague to keep it
Well,
away from what.
like
Levi
at the
should
very
know.
end, like Natalie Portman says, her last line in the movie is, "I will remember the man." Like she acknowledges the ideal and the revolution and everything
Sure.
that he did, but she says like, "I'm gonna miss the guy," you know, like hints at
No,
the
I
life
get
they
that.
could have had. He didn't need to die.
No, but the whole thing where like he takes away her fear,
God,
That whole bit.
can we talk about shaved head Natalie Portman?
No.
I don't want to spoil too much.
I like
it.
a girl with a shaved head. You know, you can see
Yeah.
where all the cum landed.
There's a lot of depth to this movie.
Have
I'm
you
moving on
seen-
from Jake's comment.
Have you seen the Natalie Portman rap?
Yes.
Yes.
Lonely
She's
Island.
so good.
Yeah.
It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life.
Damn, Natalie, you a crazy chick.
Shut the fuck up
and suck my dick.
I'm glad you
it's
guys
good.
are cultured.
Yeah. But also, V just has all the anti-government shit that I like.
Yeah. It's a good revolutionary tale, you know?
Yeah,
There's a lot more to it.
They've got that,
but-
like, those who forsake liberty for security
Right.
deserve neither
Totally, yeah.
Franklin idea. Yeah, it's got all that. So it checks a lot of boxes for me. Okay.
And he blows up Parliament and doesn't do anything.
You know what I learned from that list?
What?
Aside from the last movie, we have very different picks in movies, so why they're important to us.
I like that all your movies everything on your list is stuff I love for a completely different reason.
Except for before Netta.
We ever since you and I reconnected, we've noticed there's like a synergy. It's not an identical existence, but there's
Yeah, you appreciate
parallel
each other.
lines.
It's a parallel existence.
All right, Cole.
Okay, we going in? We doing this?
Hit
So I
me.
have more than 5 written down. I'm just gonna pick them up as I go. Like just 5 though. I'm gonna
Yep.
pick them. Whatever hit me right now. Okay, starting off strong. Cool Runnings. Number 1.
Never knew that was
Oh
coming.
God, Rocky on Ice.
You had to talk about. You had a job interview where you had this question.
Yes, actually, I did have a job interview.
What?
Yeah.
One of them I
At
didn't understand.
At a respected agency for film, and they said, you know, what's your favorite movie? Like they represent like
Okay.
They would have kicked me out
Filmmakers.
30 minutes into my answer.
filmmakers, and I said,
Let me give you a diagram.
and
Well,
for-
you wouldn't have been prepared. You needed to write something down the day before.
yeah, and I'm pretty good at interviews, but like for some reason I just could not think of any movie.
This is
So
what you
Cool
said?
And I was like, yeah, Cool Runnings.
Hey,
Did you get the job?
But then I had to like expand on like, you know, film for me is just more of like, you know, it can take you back to places where you're comforted and like, and they're like,
Well, the best part though was the other movie that you told them.
Which was?
Come on, come on.
I was thinking Aliens because I know it's like a respected franchise and like
Yeah.
yeah. I said Alien versus Predator.
that fucking gets.
the
I love
worst,
that.
the worst movie
love that.
ever made.
I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
But it was an objectively bad movie. It was a great movie, but
Yeah,
it was
I guess-
technically terrible.
Not good filmmaking.
Did you tell me you're very productive because you ain't got time to bleed?
Hey, he got the fucking job though.
I did get the job.
He must have. He killed it with Cool Runnings.
I did get the job, and on my first day, I brought them all a DVD copy of Cool Runnings and a 6-pack of beer.
They're like, shit, this guy's really into Cool Runnings.
And I am.
These have all been opened and watched.
So, Cool Runnings is just the perfect movie for anyone to watch. It's got it all. It's got comedy. It's got heart. It's got humor
It's got Jamaicans.
and comedy and Jamaicans.
I love Jamaicans.
Very
fun.
very quotable.
And John Candy?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's about doing something you didn't think you could do, and even if you don't succeed,
And then proving you actually can't do it.
if you can't do it, yeah. But you know,
I like to think it's about the one sport black people are bad at.
it's more about the journey than the destination. That's what they learn, and that's what is a good reminder.
That's right.
Yeah. So Cool Runnings is also multifaceted. I have this long dissertation on it, but I'm going to skip it since Jeff
you.
did it.
Yeah,
For the sake of time.
Yeah.
He had a diagram of a bobsled going down a hill, going down a line chart
It's actually just a full Cool Runnings movie on my phone. I don't know, but we don't have time for that.
with his own commentary, of course.
Okay, let's see. What am I going to pick next? Oh, let's just keep it going. I Spy, number 2.
Oh, good movie.
Jesus Christ.
A very panned movie in the critic realm, but a very lovable movie for
It is
anyone who's
fair.
seen it.
Wait a second. This is a song.
It's a song. It's a song. Great movie.
Is that Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy and Owen Wilson.
Oh.
A dynamic
Oh, that
duo.
movie. I've
It
seen
is
that.
a great
I thought you were
movie.
talking about Spy Kids.
The Leafy
for-
Bug.
No.
Yeah.
I've only seen it like one time. I think I saw it in theater.
It's a Leafy
Very
Bug.
quotable, hilarious movie.
It is.
It's well done.
Not like a good movie, probably, but
They're a good duo.
I love it.
Nope. It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
This is another one that's one we watched like a billion times.
Exactly. All my movies are
Yeah.
just movies we watch a billion
Yep.
times. They're just like comfort food.
Yep,
essentially.
exactly, yeah.
I'm not going to list escargot on this list. I'm going to list, like
Yep.
tater tots and French fries.
Right.
And- let's see.
That was a great explanation of that.
I have such a tough choice.
Just you're supposed to make these choices
You're
before.
supposed to go.
But I had more.
Shotgun.
You guys were saying stuff like you said a movie earlier was like really goofy, and I was like, goofy movie.
Oh, that one's good.
Yeah.
Is that one of them?
All right, you knocked that one out. Next.
I don't want to commit to goofy movie though.
All right, you didn't.
Goofy movie had a scene that stuck with me, and it was the dad and the kid got in an argument, and then the kid like threw his opossum hat out of the car
Yep.
into the rain, and the opossum looked really sad as
Yeah.
it sank into the water. And it
Yep.
was kind of like this sinking.
It's this allegory
it
for
was a horrible feeling watching that
possum
that
died
hat.
for nothing.
yeah. And has great movie, great lessons about bonding and family.
It's true.
Family bondage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if
The
you
best
listen
kind.
to each other's heart, you'll find you're never too
Amazing
far apart.
movie. Amazing movie. Up is definitely on the list.
That was good.
that one almost made my list.
That definitely made me cry. That
Up is an
a
amazing
sad
movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen a movie effectively rip your heart out and shit on it in the first 15 minutes like Up does.
Yeah, in the first 15 minutes. Yeah, I was
I
going to say
predi-
there's some movies that do that, but
Everybody told me I was going to cry when I saw Up. And so when I watched it, I predicted the end from the very beginning. I was like, oh, this is what's going to happen. You know, he's going to open this book and this is what the book's going to be. And I'm not going to cry. And then he did that and I cried.
Up gets harder when you're in a relationship and it gets serious too, and you're like that would be an easy movie to watch if like
Oh, you're projecting your loved one onto their story.
right.
yeah.
Oh, I do that with
Yeah, if I
everyone.
wasn't in
I
a
put
relationship,
myself
if I was
in-
single, it would have been an easier watch, I think.
My kids are into Up right now.
it's like
Oh, no.
like they just left, they went on vacation a couple days ago and they were watching Up. And you're right. It's absolutely, I'm watching. I'm like, I can't even watch this.
Novel solution for that problem: tie a bunch of balloons to your kids, and then no
only-
more, no
Someone
more
tried
Up.
that. Someone tried that actually.
sadder
You could just turn the movie off.
No,
Jake.
my kids try that because they're constantly trying to kill themselves.
Oh yeah,
That's what kids do. That's
That's
another-
mainly your job as a parent is trying to keep them from succeeding in killing themselves.
I could talk for hours about that.
Ways your children have tried to kill themselves.
That's what they do. And my daughter is 6 or 7, one of the two. and she's just the other day, I can't remember what she did, but she's still trying.
Yeah.
They're still trying to kill themselves. So I don't know when they stop.
I don't think they ever stop.
I haven't stopped.
Yeah,
won't
I was
stop.
gonna say.
When they're a teenager, they like want to get a motorcycle and
And when they're an adult, they also want to get a motorcycle.
yeah. So
All right, what do you
have
got?
fun with that? How many was that now?
That was 3.
3?
Three.
Okay, great.
It's made it easier for you.
I think that was 5. Okay, we're
I think Truman Show is up there.
Truman Show.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's a
great
good one.
movie.
Especially nowadays, right? That message resounds more loudly than ever.
Well, I don't think the message is that everyone's watching you. It's about
That's what I got of it.
part of it.
That's like the premise, but it's not the message.
I got that there is no God out of that movie.
I think the message is more about, finding what, like questioning your existence and finding what really makes you happy.
Well, we all got something different out of the Truman
see
Show,
that.
so that makes it a good movie.
good flick.
And let's see.
You only
My
get
number
one.
5 is one of the duos like you have. I'm going to say Italian Job / Down Periscope. They're very
Oh,
similar.
I almost did down Periscope.
Down
So
Periscope.
close.
Down
Italian
Periscope.
Job is a great pick
Yeah, I
on
just
that
want to
one.
actually list those two. I don't think they're that similar, but
No.
No.
they're both great movies.
I love Down Periscope.
Down
I love both of
Periscope
those
is
movies,
hilarious
I haven't seen Down
in a
Periscope.
terrible way.
So good.
I only watched it recently.
I heard the
Hilarious.
Italian Job was the best thing to happen to Mini Coopers ever.
Probably.
I think it's the
believe
only
it.
thing that
I
happened
wanted
to
a Mini
Coopers.
Cooper after
Italian
it.
Jobs is that's another revenge one, right?
Kind of, yeah.
yeah.
It's a
Definitely
revenge
revenge.
heist.
Revenge Heist,
Yeah,
which are
yeah,
two
yeah, yeah.
great.
I love revenge.
Mexican
Revenge
Yep.
is like my favorite.
Okay.
Heist is like one of my
Heist is
favorite.
great.
Like Ocean's 11, that style movie. Absolutely
yeah.
love. That
You
was
would-
close to the
Levi,
list.
you would love Black Dicks, Black Chicks, All Black Everything. That's a revenge movie through and through.
And a heist movie.
You know what? Seth,
And a
next,
heist movie. I've got to sneak this cum into the vault.
All right, listeners, the moment you've been waiting for
Jake.
is Jake's top 5 list.
Get ready to be disappointed as fuck. It's actually really uninteresting. So I'm not going to go in order. I
Number
actually
one,
ordered them, but I'm not
Casablanca.
going in order. So, well, I'll start with number 1. I put The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Gotta have Star Wars. I was thinking about this,
was-
and my rubric was a little loose because I get something different out of a lot of different movies,
Yeah.
and what I get out of Star Wars is just I can't even describe what it is. It's the thing I've watched probably the most
Really?
out of
Yeah.
any movie. If I had to pick the movie that I've rewatched the most times, it's probably been the original Star Wars trilogy. And if I have to
So
pick
1, 2,
from
and 3.
those, I think
Empire's the
Empire is the strongest contender as far as filmmaking goes.
And you know what? When you're a kid, I don't think Empire's your favorite.
it's not.
No, it's Return of the Jedi.
Yes, it's Return of the
Yeah.
Jedi.
And you
Totally.
fast forward to the space battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get older
And the
you
green
go-
lightsaber.
And you go through this phase where you go, I think Empire's my favorite
Yeah,
movie.
I'm kind of sick of watching teddy bears.
and then you
stumble
realize
through the woods.
it's not a phase.
You know why
Yeah,
they
like,
switched?
this
just
is-
the best one.
This is really how
You know why
it
they
is.
switched to the green lightsaber in Jedi, right?
No.
So like the plot device is his lights. He loses the
Yeah, it
original
falls
Anakin
down
lightsaber in
Bespin.
the in the Cloud City, and it's gone. And then the new one, it fucking makes it. That pissed
they
me off
found
that
it
They found
somehow?
it. They have some asshole with like a magnet or something. Anyway, they have all this technology, and that's where my fucking suspension of disbelief ends. They found this lightsaber, and probably his hand still. How gross do you think
Still
that was?
gripping it?
Yeah.
But it's like bone now.
But anyway, they switched to the green because there was the blue skies of Tatooine in the
they
background
couldn't
for
blue
so
screen.
much of it. So it was hard to have blue on blue. So they thought green would stand out really
Yeah,
well.
that makes sense.
And it's just kind of
And then they got black on black on your next film.
yeah. All black everything. So yeah, Empire is solid. I'm gonna skip to number 3 because
Okay.
it's an uninteresting choice again. The Matrix kind of
Oh,
revolutionized
that's another
what action
hero's
films
journey.
were.
Yeah.
It's another hero's journey movie. It was a movie that proved that good dialogue isn't necessary.
No.
Fucking sick fight scenes. They had this really cool thing where the helicopter crashes into the building.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
ripples of
way-
Yeah, and I think that was a practical effect. I remember reading.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong. But I remember it was either a practical effect or it was insanely fucking hard to do with computers, and I probably tuned out during the commentary. But there was some crazy shit going
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah,
They did some crazy shit. That was
stands
back when
out.
the Wachowskis were still brothers. That was cool.
Oh yeah,
Instead of siblings?
now they're siblings.
Yeah, now they're the siblings.
Yeah.
No, now they're not black anymore. I thought that was why.
I thought one got a sex change.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
It was a shitty joke.
Oh, okay.
That
As
felt
in
black.
brothers.
All right.
I almost put Matrix on my hero story.
Moving
list.
on.
Really close.
Number 4, Logan. I saw that recently.
Really?
I fucking love that movie.
I haven't seen it,
Really?
but I've heard
It
it's
was
awesome.
fucking great. I always wanted
okay.
to see Wolverine just not have any, I wanted to see, he killed the MPAA in the beginning of that movie, I would imagine, so that he got to be more violent and, profane and shit.
True.
There was this scene where he got really pissed off and he started hacking at his truck with a shovel and just go, fuck, motherfucker. And I just I resonated with that scene
Yeah,
so
that's
well.
Jake all
I've never
over.
seen a scene where because I've had that. My girlfriend looked at me as soon as that scene started and I'm like,
She's
yeah, I get like that.
That's how he hits me.
With
shovel and all.
I've never hit her, but I've gotten really I broke the switch plate to one of my light switches out of anger the other day.
Okay.
Like I get mad and I turn into this anyway. It did it for me.
Have you ever seen the Hulk?
Yeah, I'm like a really weak version of the Hulk. Like all the rage is there, except I don't go to the gym anymore, so I just can't do anything.
You're more like an American Psycho.
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, sort of. I had a whole thing at work about business cards the other day, and then I was like, "This is getting
this one's
weirdly,
bone.
this is getting weirdly American Psycho."
Yeah.
Okay, so number 2 on my list, my second favorite of all time is probably Falling Down. Have you guys seen that movie?
I've heard of
with
it.
Michael
No.
Douglas.
I've heard of it.
And Robert Duvall. This dude has this really just shit day, right? And it's in LA, and it resonates better if you've spent time in LA, right? He's like, it starts out, he's sitting in traffic, and like the AC in his car is fucked up, and there's like this fly, and he can't get it, and like there's some like weird, like ugly kid in the car next to him just staring at him, and someone has like a Garfield stuck to their back window. There's like a bumper sticker that's like Jesus shaves, and this Jesus saves. That one would be funny.
He doesn't. He's bearded.
Jesus saves. Yeah, it was upsetting because it was wrong. And then there was this another bumper sticker that was like, "Don't like my driving? Call 1-800-EAT-SHIT." And it's like, I see that. I'm just like, that fucking guy, because he's probably a terrible driver. He's inconveniencing. Anyway, so you watch the scene and you start to get angry.
Yeah.
Right. And then Michael Douglas is sitting there just stewing, and he can't hit the fly, and the music's fucking going, and he's getting more and more upset. And he's like, fuck it. And he just gets out of his car and leaves his car in the middle of the road and wanders off. And that's how the movie fucking starts. And then the rest of the movie is his journey through LA, just interacting with the fucking scum that populate that city. Just the garbage, the fucking homeless people, and the fucking shop owners.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's such a good movie. And it's
triggered.
like, and he goes to the fucking fast food restaurants and the phone booths, and it's so good. And then, and throughout the
He was
movie,
just nodding his head in the back. I was like, yeah.
yeah, Swanko's seen this movie. I can tell. It's such a good movie. And Robert Duvall's in it, and he's like the cop, and he's trying to reel in the aftermath of everything that happens. And he's like last day to retirement. It's got that little trope going, but
Right.
it does it well. And his wife's just this obnoxious fucking bitch who calls them up to talk about their fucking cats and shit. And it's such a good movie. It's such a goddamn good
really
movie.
wanna see this now.
You
Yeah,
definitely need
of
to
all
watch
the
it.
movies that I haven't seen that someone has talked about,
Sounds
this
the
is the
best.
one I
Yeah.
want to see
Well,
the
it's because
most.
my reaction was the least. Like I didn't have a good speech. It was just visceral.
I
You got all
hate
the,
LA.
You got all the
so I get it.
hatred.
Yeah.
I don't even
So-
want to go to LA.
No, I never want to go.
Yeah,
to
well,
LA.
now you really don't want to go. It got better, though. Dude, this was LA in like 1989, 1990. It was a lot worse then.
Yeah.
It was a much worse city. I feel like it smells like pee now, but it's isolated to like the arts district and like
Right.
South Central and Santa Monica.
They move around at night.
Yeah, they do, but they don't pee.
Well,
the place where they're at during the day is where the pee sits.
Yeah. In the 80s and 90s, they were on crack, and now they're on heroin, so they're a little more mellow.
Yeah, and they die faster.
Right, they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's a good one. And then number 5, which in some ways it's number 1, but Gnaw Food of the Gods 2.
Oh yeah.
It was Canada's direct-to-video king, whose name escapes me. Gnaw Food of the Gods 2 is a movie about this female doctor is treating this kid with like a growth defect, and she gives him like an experimental growth hormone, and it turns him giant, and it's like a big problem.
Sounds like a bad move to give a guy with a growth defect a growth hormone.
Well, no, I mean in a controlled dose, that seems like it'd be perfect.
Oh,
right?
he's
too
not-
small.
he's
too
not
small.
growing. Oh,
so she
that's
tries
his
to make
defect.
him grow more.
Got it.
And yeah, so she gives him the growth hormone, makes a kid giant and like really angry. Like there's this really good scene of this like poorly. It was like one of those things where like they made the room weird, so the kid looks too tall, but his proportions are all
The
like kid
forced
proportions
perspective.
still. Yeah, it's like forced perspective, and they're like, "Hi, I can't remember. Bobby, I'd like you to meet my friend, Dr. Hamilton." And he goes, "I'd like you to get the fuck out of here." And, like, because the growth hormone made him really angry and violent, which is important later in the movie.
Yeah, it's a plot device.
Yeah. So she enlists the help of, I think his name was Dr. Hamilton. It's been a little while since I've seen it. I was really drunk while I was watching it.
It was like 4 months ago.
Yeah. So anyway, like Dr. Hamilton, she enlists his help because he's like the best neuroscientist. She's like, dude, just fucking fix this. Like, I don't know what I did. The kid's tall. He's mean. We can't take him outside. I'm going to lose my fucking medical license. And Dr. Hamilton starts experimenting. They do this sweet 80s montage with all this fucking music going and him like injecting blue fluids into things and trying all this shit. And then
That's how you
he
did science in the 90s.
He finally like reverse engineers this hormone and he injects it into a tomato to test it if it works because Dr. Hamilton's
human analog.
and it makes the tomato fucking giant. And he's like, mission accomplished. And Dr. Hamilton bails. And then while he's not in his lab, and there was this plot device too. Someone else at the university wanted to use his research.
No, I thought that they were.
That's a different thing.
They were protesting his lab.
Yeah, so
because
some
he
people
was
were protesting the lab that was testing on animals. He was testing on vegetables mostly. Though.
Okay.
How is that a viable test?
This other, it's not. It's terrible. This is the plot of this story is don't test on vegetables. But there's this other doctor who
Literally
was
or
the one testing
metaphorically?
on animals, and he like wanted to use Dr. Hamilton's research, and for some reason this university is weirdly closed, and he can't just say I'm using this now. But anyway, I think he goes into the lab, or the protesters, someone goes into the lab and they fuck things up a little, and the rat cage gets pushed too close to the tomatoes, and then the rats eat the tomatoes.
Yep.
And then, because he had rats in there.
That's when shit gets real.
And yeah, so the rats turn giant.
Oh, they ate the stuff.
And then the rats go on a rampage around the university.
A rat
So you got
page.
these giant fucking rats,
Yep.
and they're going around, they're eating people and shit. And the dean's trying to cover it up. Cole, watch this with
Wait,
me.
Yeah.
how were the special effects?
Amazing.
Oh, they were actually like good enough for what the movie was.
Like big CGI rats?
They were
Cole shaking his head.
they
no.
were good enough for what the movie was,
was
trying to do.
it stop motion?
Hey, let's get giant stuff.
They-
it
I
wasn't
think they
stop
were like
motion.
puppets.
Like puppets.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, some of the scenes they were clearly normal-sized rats with really little scenes built around them.
Oh, good.
Which was amazing.
They're trying to cover
Get
it
a
up
shoebox.
because the dean is trying to unveil his new pool.
Yeah, it was the sports complex is opening up.
Yeah.
So the dean's got this big grand
He
opening
doesn't
at the
even want
sports
any
complex.
bad
And he's like,
press.
we can't delay the sports complex opening. Cover up the deaths.
Yep.
And
there
it's
was like
this whole thing.
there was like 4 deaths on the campus, and he's like, we need to cover it up because
Hundreds of thousands of dollars are at stake.
Yeah.
we can't delay the grand opening.
Oh, and it's so good. It's
Solid.
so good.
Yeah.
And there's a really good synchronized swimming scene.
Yep.
You know, it just covers a lot of ground. It's a fantastic movie. I highly
solid.
recommend it.
And what's your number 4?
That was number 1 or number 4?
That was number 5. I went through all of them.
Number 5
Okay.
was no, you didn't say number 4.
Yeah, 4 was Logan.
Oh, okay.
Empire, Falling Down, The Matrix, Logan, Gnaw Food of the Gods 2.
Yeah.
Solid.
All
Good
black
choices.
dicks, black chicks, all black everything barely didn't make the list. Namely, because I haven't seen the movie. I just saw the title, and I really liked the title.
The title was almost enough to put it on the list, though.
Yeah. Well, I think
Got
the
it.
title, it was one of those ones that kind of sums up what the movie is.
Right.
You know?
Saw the title, saw it.
Yeah,
Well,
it was clearly a political drama.
Okay.
well, that was all of our list, yeah?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
let's
That's
get the
it.
fuck out
What
of
do you
here.
think,
Good
Levi?
job, guys. You guys did great.
Levi, do you want to give us a little teaser about your show's about?
Oh yeah, so we do stuff like that. Man Room Radio. We
They're way more concise and coherent.
Yeah,
though. They
we're
get
a
it done
little-
in like 20 minutes.
yeah,
this took
we're,
us
we're a shorter show. We're 20
way
to 30
longer.
minutes, and we're a little more structured. And you guys are a little more free flow. But
More structured than us? How is that possible?
yeah, surprisingly.
We take this very seriously.
But yeah, we're
Oh, you never do any of the plugging, so I'll do Ryan's job. Manroomradio.something.
Hey, fuck those guys.
.com. Oh, yeah. Cole's doing
Yeah.
Gio's job.
yeah, it's a good thing we didn't bring Gio here.
We're
I
swapping
said
it up.
No, we would have changed his heart if we brought him here. I guarantee
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, he's all pissed off all the time, but deep down,
Yeah.
he's
a lover.
That's what we like him. He's
Yeah.
got that little spice.
Solid.
Yeah.
No, I want him pent up and angry. Like,
Yeah.
that's the way I want him.
Because otherwise,
That's good radio.
yeah, Gio.
yeah, it is. No, I'm serious. Like, I don't want him to come to the show happy. All
So
right.
do you put him in the
if he
cage?
comes to the show happy,
You could have left it there. You could have said, I don't want him to come. That's how you keep him angry.
it was an odd
Keep him
pause.
vicious.
no. If he shows up happy, it's not a good show. I
Right.
need
It
him
means he
angry.
came too soon
I need him
before
angry, pissed off at
Yeah.
everything I say and do, and
Because as illustrated by your Bloody Mary episode, when he's when he's not angry about it, he's like severely uninteresting.
Yeah, very
No.
interesting.
No, but what was the one I told him? Oh, you got mad too that I can't fold a shirt.
Yeah, what the
No, I don't care if you can't fold it. I'm at it. Your morbid acceptance of it. Like,
Yeah.
this is my life now. I just can't.
Yeah, like
do
how
it.
many times?
But that is Levi's demeanor.
Like, you-
It's like,
this is-
no, I just can't because I'm
this
not
is-
going
I
to.
know.
It's-
I like
can't or
Levi.
won't.
Levi knows when to shit can something. You know, that's
I guarantee you, if we like spend like
That's got
5
to be
minutes,
scary
in the
being
room,
one
I
of your
could show it.
kids. You know, he's like
That's
he
how-
could
that's
shit
how
can
Levi
us
works.
At any moment.
He was team captain at Ultimate Frisbee at your bachelor party, and he was just
No,
like,
he
he's
wasn't.
like,
No, he wasn't.
yeah, he was.
yeah, I was.
You were coach.
Yeah, well, that's my point. Is he
I
was
dubbed
team
myself
captain?
coach. I was originally a captain. I just
Oh,
said,
okay.
"Hey,
You said
guys,
you
just
guys
so you
go do
know,
that.
you guys are going to have to go do this. I'm not running at all."
Yeah, Levi just walked around the field deducting points.
Drinking a Budweiser,
Buddy, and there are
as always.
there are no points.
All right.
Yep. Thank you all for
Oh
listening.
yeah, check out Man Room Radio on the Facebooks. They're on the Instagrams
Yeah.
and the Twitter.
Tune in for a really mad Geo next episode.
Oh, man, you guys got to bring Gio up here and get him all fired up.
All right. Thanks for listening. See you next time.
Wow. This is the
Okay,
Babble
John's
Lab
like,
Podcast.
intro song.
Wow. This is the Babble Lab Podcast.
One that's
Wow. This is the Babble Lab Podcast.